Hey guys, welcome to the Tech Granth. Let us solve the Pascal's triangle today. Like and share the video, subscribe to the channel to get further update. So the problem at hand is a Pascal triangle, where as you can see with this beautiful animation LeetCode has put here, the Pascal triangle is a triangle where the subsequent rows are the sum of the corresponding above row. Like in this case, here we have 1 1, and this 2 is found from these 2 1, and then here this 3 is found from these 2 1 and 2, this 3 from this 2 and 1, this 4 from this 3 and 1, 6 from these 2 3, 4 from 3 and 1. So that is how the Pascal's triangle are formed, and all the edges are of value 1. So we need to form this. I will go with the simple approach. It's an easy problem. I will use two loops to solve the problem, but there is one more way that is a little tricky that you can use. I will give a hint in the end, and maybe you can try it yourself. So let us solve this. So if you have this, let us put the case here, and we'll have, basically this is for the boundary condition. I have my result equal to new array list, and if num rows is in this Pascal triangle, they will give us the number of rows to generate. So that is the num row. If the number of rows that has been given to us is equals to 0, so we simply return the result without doing any other thing. Okay, and the first row of this will be 1, so I will add that row here. So if we have num rows greater than 0, so this should be added, and this will be new array, or I'll use arrays as list, arrays dot as list, and I'll use 1 here. So 1 will be added to this particular list. We'll also create a results set which will be intermediate for each of the rows. So I'll say result set is equals to new array list, and this result set will be basically for the new row, or the next row that I am going to create, and in this results, and finally I will add the result set to my result, which will say for which will give me the final result, because I need to return all the rows at the end. So we have the results set here, and since I added the first row here as 1, so I need to start from the next row. So I'll say int I equal to 1, I less than the num rows that has been given to us, I plus plus. So when I come to this second row, so second row will be formed from the first row, and in this case the first and the last entry of the first and the last entry of the each row will be 1. If you see here 1 1, here also this is 1, this is 1, and all these are ones. So let me just say here return, finally I need to return the result. So if I see that, I need to do one thing is I need to add in my result set, this result set that I'm creating. So I just need to create this result set every time I create the loop, so I can just define the result set here, no need to initialize it. So I'll initialize it here, and in my result set I will add 1, and I will add one more time. So these two ones are for the start and the end. So start and the end part is taken care as part of this result set. Now in between I need to do something so that the between rows get the value from the top row. Okay, so to get the top row I need to get the top row from my result, basically, which I have already added. So I will say previous row here, and this previous row will be from my result dot get whatever I value I am at, so it will be I minus 1. So since I started from I equal to 1, my I minus 1, 0 will give me the first row. So that is how this previous row will work. Now I have my previous row, I have the boundary condition, so I just need to loop through these numbers and generate the row. So for that, what I can do is I will say int j is equals to 0, j less than the ith value, and of course j plus plus. Actually this will not be 0, this should be 1, because the first value is already populated here. This will be j equal to 0 value, and it will be j plus plus, and the value will be I less than equal to I. So when I do this, then in my result set I can say just add, and what I need to add is my previous value, whatever previous value was there. So I need to go one indices towards left. So if I need to get this sum, so it should be sum of this and this. So this is this is j equal to 1 value, right? So I need to get sum of j equal to 0 and j equal to 1, these two. If I have to get sum of this is j equal to 1 again. So it will be sum of j equal to 1, j equal to 0 and j equal to 1. For this one, this is j equal to 2. So for this, the sum will be j equal to the previous rows j equal to 1 and j equal to 2, right? So that is how the sum will be calculated. I hope I am very clear. Let me explain it one more time. So if I have to get sum of this, so this is the j position, as if I see this row, so this is j equal to 0, j equal to 1, j equal to 2. So for this, this value will come from my previous row, and previous row, this is 0th position, this is first position. So this value will be previous row j equal to 0 plus j equal to 1 of previous row. Okay, if I consider this value, so this is 0, 1, 2, and this will be from previous row j equal to 1 plus j equal to 2. Okay, so that is how it will work. So I will say whatever the previous row I had, so from my previous row I will get j equal to whatever value minus 1 plus previous row dot get the jth position. So these two I will add it in my result set, and yes, I have already added this part. So here I will just say okay, result dot add my result set. I will just add the result set to my solution. So this is how my result will be built up, and that's it. So let us run this. Return result, oh sorry, will be return result. This will be result set. These are very silly error that we make if we are addicted with the if we have the addiction of working with a editor. So that is how we miss all these things. Apologies for that, but yeah, that is the logic is still the same, it's just the naming that went wrong. Let me submit the solution. So it's fine, it is accepted. And yeah, that is how you create any Pascal's triangle. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.